Exploration.
I don't know if it's an alleyway, but if it is, I think I just found the sketchiest alleyway in Portland. I'm gonna look on Google Maps because this kind of looks like it's an alleyway, just nobody's maintained it. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out and see if it shows up as an alleyway, because if it does, holy crap. All right, so I checked my map app and it's not showing up as it's showing up as a gap between houses, but not an actual roadway. So jury's kind of out on whether it qualified as an alleyway at some time. Cause yeah, I said apparently another one is, cause yeah, see, this looks a lot more like an alleyway. So I think they are technically alleyways, just a little less official. Okay, so this is some Portland at its finest. Yep. Someone was partying back here. No trespassing or loitering or camping. It's enforced. Not very well, though. Oh, Lord. P-Town, am I right, everybody? It was bound to happen. A bird just shit on me. First time for everything. My biggest issue, oh no, not my notes. Because I'm not walking around like this. If I have to smear it a little bit, that's one thing. Okay. So, that's what I get for hanging around on 82nd. So, I got nothing except my notes. Fucking bird. The base of each page of notes I have has a little gap in it. Oh God, what a joke. What a bunch of crap. Literally. Okay, Jesus H. Try not to touch it. God, really? Yeah, this sucks. I'm out here trying to freaking enjoy myself, and then that happens. That's awesome. Okay, well now it just looks like I don't know how to wash myself. Okay, so yeah, see now it just looks like I don't wash my clothes ever. So I just need to make sure to not touch my face and to wash the hell out of my hands and my phone and everything I'm touching. This grass is probably wrong. Yeah, it's nice and bushy. Nobody's walked on this, it's so lush. Oh man, new shelf. I've been meaning to get me one of these. I guess. Hey, free is a very good price. So I'm in the vicinity of where I say used to, technically I'm still just furloughed from there. I'm gonna go the back way to avoid people. It doesn't quite feel weird, it doesn't quite feel foreign yet, but I have not been here to my old workplace we're pushing a year. It's almost 11 months as of this recording. This still feels kind of normal. Because I usually would come in from this way, walking in from here, cutting across the parking lot, just like, oh God, another day of work. Are you kidding me? I'm in no position to complain now because I've been furloughed for so long, but at this point I'm looking for a new job because who knows when this place is ever going to open again, considering it's a theater. At least it's a potential backup, because when this place does open back up, pretty much one of the saddest things is with how much time has passed, pretty much everyone I worked with, and some people here I worked with for years, a lot of them aren't going to be back. So it's just, you know, usually when we hire new people, I get along with them okay, but it's just kind of a bummer that, you know, if that ends up being what happened, like, it's just all these people ain't coming back. Oh, man. We still have the same posters up. Oh, man. There's almost some nostalgia, but not quite. All the posters, these posters are all faded because they've been here for so long. You can see that they've lost their color. I was looking in there, I could actually see they had like they were getting ready. We were getting close to reopening back in like August. And it just didn't quite happen. Oh man. Oh God, it's like surreal. I haven't been in here for almost a year. That is so surreal. Notice the doors are propped open. Maybe that's to clear the air. God. Yeah. It's the closure. Check for updates. You better believe I am. There is kind of a, there's a little bit of nostalgia. Maybe it's just that, like, you know, I'm looking for a new job now. There was always the understanding that, you know, oh, COVID's probably not gonna, you know, we'll all be back at work in like 2 or 3 months. They were predicting max we'd be out of work for 5 months. And this place has been closed for almost 11 months now. So, I mean, the odds of me coming back here are extremely small unless I'm super desperate and just can't find anything. It's very unlikely that I'll be coming back here. So it's, you know, with those thoughts in the back of your head, you do start thinking a little nostalgic, like, you know, even though it's not completely set in stone, you start to feel like that part of your life is over. And I worked here a really long time. This was a significant piece of my life, even if I never come back here again at, you know, 35 years of age, and I was 34 when I was furloughed. It still will always be a massive part of my life. It's just crazy. You know, I've worked here so long that even though I've been gone for almost a year, it doesn't feel weird yet. And usually, you know, places I've lived in the past, places that you go to regularly, after a little while, you start feeling like they're foreign to you because you stop going there. Felt a little strange, but didn't quite feel foreign to me yet. I'm probably gonna need another year before that happens. Yep. This here's the part of Portland that they don't want you to see. They'd assume you not even know it exists. Oh man, a rare find. Oh man. Phone booth. Oh, of course there's no actual phone in there anymore, because there never is. It's been severed. Those are so rare. I love it when I find one. Ooh, Don Pedro. How the mighty have fallen. This is gonna be demoed soon, probably. Can you cram another place just like this in on this property? The things that probably happened in this house. Just do a documentary just on all the blighted roads in northeast and southeast Portland, because it ain't no joke. I mean, look at this. This is a residential street. And did I cross? I just crossed Burnside, so I'm actually in Southeast now by a couple blocks. But this is, I always try to shine light on this stuff because this is the Portland that I know better because I live sort of around here. But this is the Portland that they don't want you to know about. This is the Portland that when they, I've watched random little promotional videos about coming to Portland. What should you do when you visit Portland? And, they never suggest doing anything east of Mount Tabor, which is a couple blocks off this way. Or actually, about 20 blocks off this way. They never talk about this area. Not that there's a whole lot to do out here. But, yeah. It just goes on. And they won't fix these roads up. Why? Because this is where the lower income folk live. So, why help them when you can repave the same road in a bougie part of Southwest Portland for the 19th time? But yeah, this is the Portland that, Portlandia wouldn't touch. That, that they act like, and it's, it's hundreds of square blocks of the city. And, that are essentially, the attitude is, oh, well, that's not really Portland. Well, yeah, it is. I'm on 90th. Portland goes all the way to 162nd, 72 more blocks that way. And this is a lot of what the streets look like. Because unless you are bouge, or bougie, however you want to say it, who cares if your streets are like this and you're flat broke and you hit one of these potholes and blow a tire out and jack up your vehicle that you don't have enough money to get fixed? Who cares? You're just a poor person. That's the attitude here in Portland. They'll gladly send you into the West Hills. They might even let you hang out on various parts of the East Side that I'd love, no disrespect. Like the Buckman neighborhood, Irvington, so on and so forth. But lots of the neighborhoods on this stretch, they just assume we drop dead.
Going down.
Follow-up doctor's appointment that I almost forgot I had. But after this, I'm gonna go out for a walk and hopefully it won't stay as rainy as it's been. And I guess it's good. Shortest freaking doctor's appointment I've ever had. He pretty much came in. He's a real nice guy, real thorough. But he pretty much came in and just told me, like, hey, all your stuff came back okay, negative. So there's not really, anything rheumatology related that is an issue. So here's my results. I'll let you see them up close, though. I don't know what you'll do with that information. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna see a neurologist soon. See if maybe they know what's up. But yeah, good.
Going up.
No, going down. Yeah, I almost forgot about this appointment. They called me apparently, but didn't leave a voicemail or I need to check this phone and see if there's something wrong with the voicemail because I got nothing. And the only reason I remembered was because they called my girlfriend, who's my emergency contact, and she's like, do you have a doctor's appointment? And I'm like, what? And then I was like, oh. Alright, seriously, that was he was in there, he talked to me for maybe 3 minutes. Pretty much told me what I already know. About to cross the freeway. Look at how beat, this is where the homeless camps usually are. You can see the ground is just beat to hell. Usually there's always a big camp down here, and they haven't been around for a couple of weeks, so I don't know. That said, what the F are these things? Because they're just like strung all the way to there and then back down that way to like there. So from the doctor's office, I'm just doing my walk. Figure I'm out and about, might as well do it. It's sprinkling a little bit, it's supposed to go away. It wasn't supposed to rain at all yesterday, and then it rained a bunch. But I'm working on a big new project. Today is Friday. On Monday, my girlfriend's mom, because again, I don't have any reliable transportation of my own, and even like public transportation, like this Max here, wouldn't get me anywhere near the place I want to get to anyway. So anyway, I'm doing a film, another kind of big thing for my channel, about a fairly infamous serial killer from Oregon. And through research, I found out exactly where this guy left the bodies of his victims. And on Monday, my girlfriend's mom is going to take, because she wants to see it too, she's going to take me right to that area, which is just a little outside of Portland. And while I'm walking and I'm going west, I'm gonna pass through, I say pass through because I don't want to loiter there, 82nd, and I'm gonna be getting like a little bit of raw video for this project. So that's gonna be the focus of my walk today. What the effing heck? It's that sound of like fighter jets, that sound that just starts happening out of freaking nowhere. Oh yeah, these guys that come out. Look at all the oil in this street. It's just a beautiful streak of rainbowy colors just right down the middle of this drag. There was so much. Look at all this freaking oil. I don't even see this much oil on like Main Street. Someone's leaking. Someone needs to get that looked at. It's a pretty pattern, but it ain't good for nobody. It just keeps going all the way down to this intersection. I don't want to walk through that crap. Jeepers. I'm gonna go this way. Holy crap. You had a rough night. Is that the car's equivalency of a black eye? This street stinks. This old lady's gonna hit me. Oh man, she looks happy. She looked like she was enjoying life. I've been traversing 82nd from Yamhill up this way. I think the next main intersection is Gleason. There's some light up here, but I don't give a crap. Whoa, easy bus. I don't know. I felt like it was closer to me than I thought. But the sun's kind of poking its head out, but it's been mostly drizzling even right now. So fortunately, there haven't really been a lot of people walking up and down 82nd, which would be my greatest concern. So I know I said I'm going to turn around. I just know that there's some good sketchy stuff to be seen. Hawker's Locker. I'm still convinced when my camera got mugged off of me, if it ended up anywhere that was actually a pawn shop like the guy said he was going to do, this would have been the closest place, and we're like 2 miles from where I was mugged. I think he was BSing me. Alright, so I finally veered off 82nd. I'm a lot further away from home than I want to be. And I love a lot of older schools in this area look like this. This is John Vestal School. This is very like northeast Portland, like elementary school looking. On that note, what's going on here? Oh God. Is that a body dump site? God, what has been going on here? Not much. Oh God, it smells horrible. Oh, the stink. Oh, jeez. The stench just hit me like a hammer to the face. Oh man, it smells horrible. Okay, there we go. Now the scent is kind of dissipating. I think there's been a lot of weird stuff going on over there. I can smell it, literally. But anyway, yeah. This is how a lot of like northeastern Portland high school, elementary schools look like. High schools too, kind of, but that's just kind of an old school Portland school look. And you'll note, I guess, I was doing a little bit of research. 82nd Avenue is technically called the 82nd Avenue of Roses. Like, that's actually what its official name is. It's not just 82nd. Because that's what Portland does when there's kind of a sketchy area. They give it a pretty name, and then that fixes all the problems. Union Avenue was notoriously a problematic, dangerous area. And then, I believe in 89, they renamed it Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, which is good. Not a lot of people deserve to have streets named after them. I definitely think Martin Luther King Jr. is one of the ones that does qualify. But again, I feel like some of the reasoning behind that was Union Avenue, that name, had such a notorious history to it. So you change the name of the street and it's like, oh, everybody forgets the history. 82nd Avenue was very notorious, especially during the 80s. That's a big element of my film project I'm doing. That's why I'm out here. So they changed it to 82nd Avenue of Roses, even though nobody freaking calls it that. Burgerville. I went through a weird ass phase. I know I'm ranting now, but what do you expect? There's nobody around, so I'm gonna breathe freely for a spell, which means someone's gonna come around the corner any second. But no, there was a weird phase in and I don't know what it was about. It was like 2014 into 2016. And it was this phase. I've been taking public transportation for almost 10 years now. During that brief spell, almost every time I took the bus home, 80% of the time, I would start to fall asleep on the bus. Never happened the 3 or so years before then. And around 2017, it stopped happening. So, I don't know, there was this weird period where after work I could not stay awake. It's beat up and old, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna sneak a shot of this. There's like an old gazebo, but it's like all covered in moss and stuff. That's cool. It's rustic, it's beat up, but through the tattered, destroyed desecration of whatever, therein you find true beauty. Two rarities on one street, on one block. A palm tree in Portland and a recently repaved road in northeast Portland. This is nice, usually they don't give a crap about people on this side of town and they let the roads go to crap. It's funny, 82nd is just completely dead, but this is nice. This feels good on my dogs.